Hi, friends! Oh, I'm so excited to be back here. It has been a minute since I did a live chat. I did like 3 or 4 over the span of a week, about a month or two ago, and then I kind of set them aside and forgot about them. But I'm excited to be back because these are a lot of fun, and I just saw my very first viewer pop in and a couple more. So while I'm waiting for you guys to start asking questions and doing stuff and chiming in on where you're from, because I absolutely want to hear where you're from and everything that's going on, I'm gonna sip on my coffee and tell you about my day. Hi, Megan O'Connell. First comment. Hi, Jill. How you doing? Hi, Melody. So I had a long but good day. I woke up early and took Rory for a long walk and then went to work all day. I was actually a judge for a statewide newspaper contest, and so I had to finish up judging all of those entries, which took a very, very long time. I've read 35, 40 newspapers today. Whew, a lot. So, and then I had to take Rory to the vet, and she hates the vet. She had to get her nails trimmed and get her annual shots, and she was not a happy puppy. All right, scroll back up. Hi, Rhonda from North Carolina. Hi, Jill. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. All right. Hi, Lonnie. Hi, Melody. And Jill, of course, in Somerville, South Carolina. Melody's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Megan says you are really blossoming in life. Well, thank you. It's nice to hear. I wear floral prints a lot, so that'll do. Hi, Nat Cole from New Baltimore. Hi, Cody from Illinois. Hi, Sandy from Gold Coast, Australia. I think you're my first international today. That's so exciting. I know when I posted the thing yesterday saying that I was going to do a live chat, there were several people from other countries trying to figure out the time difference. So I try my best to give y'all. Megan says it's Saturday morning at 9:30. Wow. Yeah, no, here it is 6. I was like, where am I looking for the time? Here at 6 p.m. on Friday. So I just got off of work. I'm just getting kind of the weekend started. Not that I'm a big partier. My weekend is mostly going to involve me awkwardly holding a cup of coffee like this, but it's warm. Uh, Lanny says I got it, short A, but I said two different things. So I don't know which was right. Lonnie. Yeah, probably. Okay. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. If you have any questions for me, we can go ahead and jump on in and I can start answering them unless you want me to keep talking about Rory and how she hates the vet. Yvette says, hi, popping in. I'm at dinner with my mom and dad and husband and daughter. Oh, well, Yvette, go back to dinner and say hi to everybody for me. I'll do another one of these. I promise. I've been bad about kind of keeping up with these, but I think I want to do them maybe every other week. And I'll try to do them at different times so different people can log in. Because someone commented that they wanted to log in, but it was like 3 a.m. wherever they were. So I'm like, I don't blame you for that. I'm not listening to anybody talk at 3 a.m. either. So that says happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. And have a lovely dinner. Letty says, hi, Budget Girl. How are your friends in Hammond? They're doing pretty good. I haven't talked to many of them in a while. Lindsay and Sean's sweet baby daughter is just the cutest thing. I see pictures of her all the time on Facebook, and she looks just like them. It's so cute, and they're just such great parents. So I see stuff going on down there. Unfortunately, they've had some pretty bad storms fairly recently, and they've just been dealing with a lot of bad stuff down there weather-wise. It's horrible, and I hate it for them. Everyone I know has been safe, even though they've had to deal with like some property damage and that kind of stuff. But it's scary stuff, y'all. I mean, I grew up on the Mississippi Gulf Coast where it was, hurricanes all the time, and you had to evacuate and go back, evacuate and go back. And then Katrina hit, and that was like the real deal. So, yeah, it was. Bad weather is no fun. Nat Cole says, I love your channel. I'm a new subscriber. You're sweet and such an inspiration. I listen to you. Thank you, Nat Cole. And Jill Stock says you're lucky you can drink coffee this late in the day. I can drink coffee immediately before bed. I don't think the caffeine does a lot to me. And I always drink caffeinated coffee. It's all the time. Every single time. Annie says it's 1 a.m. here. Where are you, Annie? That's crazy that you're watching me. And it's obviously still sunny out. It's actually, it's raining a little bit right now, so it should be sunnier than it is. But, yeah, it's definitely still daylight where I am. Do y'all want to see Rory? Give me hearts if you want to see Rory. And I'll bring her over because she's doing stuff. I see no hearts. I'm headed in that direction, though. Where's your puppy? Where's your puppy? Oh, there they are. Look, Roro. Everybody says hearts for Rory. What's she doing? What's she doing? Hi. Hi. Did you go to the doctor? Did you go to the doctor? Huh? She says, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. It was not fun. Okay. Okay. Sweet girl. They're saying hi, Roro. They're saying hi. Yeah, she's a good baby. Okay. I saw another question. Kimberly says, no. Sorry. Amanda says, how do you keep yourself motivated on your debt squashing quest? Well, you guys are absolutely huge helps, and being able to post publicly that, you know, I have this much debt on this day is a huge motivator, because I definitely don't want to go like backwards, and I just want to pay it off as fast as I can. Also, the fact that I'm contributing so much money to debt each month, currently it's over $1,000, just thinking about what I can do with that money after I'm debt-free is incredibly motivating. So every time I see something that I'm interested in or that I want, or I start thinking, you know, I see a friend on Facebook go on a trip, and I'm like, I can do that when I'm debt-free. I'll have $1,000 a month that I can start putting towards things like that. And lots of other things, but it's this far in my journey, it's not hard. When I was at like in the beginning stages and I didn't have as much money and my budget wasn't as tight and I didn't have as much money going towards debt, it was harder. And I had to just keep telling myself you're making better choices for your future and setting the rewards along the way. Did any of you guys see my 10K reward video or any of the rewards I've done on like marking milestones? That helps a lot, because it's kind of like, even if you can't see the finish line, you can see the mile markers telling you you're getting close to the finish line. And so just a little bit like that helps. But a lot of it is people encouraging me, motivating my friends, my family, and you guys on the internet. It's not easy, but I can't say I would have done anything differently. It's definitely worth it. Kimberly says, do you do frugal fasts? I'm going to try to do one until April 1st. So you're talking about probably a no spend, where you don't spend money on anything, and they have different levels of them. There are some that people do where they don't even spend money on groceries. They only spend money on their basic bills, like, you know, their car insurance, their gas for their car, their house payment or rent, etc. And there are others where you just cut all personal spending. Now, I've done them before where I've cut all personal spending. So I still had to get groceries because still got to eat, but I cut all my restaurant spending and I cut all my personal spending. And I got to tell you, I hate no spends. They make me feel like I am so restricted. They make me feel like I'm in jail and that I can't do anything other than sit at home and look at the paint on the walls, which is not attractive. Didn't paint this place. That said, if you want to do a no spend, I can't tell you how much I support that. And I can't tell you how much I want you to be successful at that. And I think I just saw Lydia Sin pop up. Happy baby, Lydia. I'm so happy for you. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, no spends are not for me. I've tried them before. I've even tried them like sequential years in a row. My friend Christy over at the former Mrs. Jones does kind of an annual one in January. and I just feel like I hate them. The other reason that is that they aren't that lucrative for me. So during my no spends, the only things that I spend money on other than my bills is $30 or $40 a month on eating out, and then $30 or $40 a month on personal spending, which actually a lot of that is stuff like shampoo, clothing, stuff I need. And so when I cut that out and I don't have the option to do anything, even get like a taco, it's at the end of the month, at the end of 30 days of depriving myself, I have $80 to put to debt that I didn't before. So it's not worth it for me. But a lot of people find a lot of good stuff in them that, they have wider spending categories that they can cut from. Jamie at Jamie's Simple Life, I think she was able to save like $1,500 one month doing a no spend, just cutting things that they normally give themselves a budget for. So it kind of depends on your situation. Go ahead, try Frugal Fast, see if it's for you, and stick with it. If you're going to commit to one, do it the whole way. I believe in you. You can do it, because it is totally possible to do. I just don't think it's fun. All right, Sandy Jane says, hi, Rory. She's adorable. Madison says, hi, Rory. Rachel says it's midday in New Zealand on the 18th. It's so weird for me to think of y'all being on a different day than me. Jenny Pants says she's so adorable. She is. Jill says, tell us how Scorched Earth is going. Okay. Well, since you asked, I did my taxes this week, and I think I may have a new best month ever coming up, because I had set aside some money in case I had taxes for my YouTube income, and I didn't need it. And I'm getting a little bit of a refund. And there's some other stuff going on. And there's a lot of money sitting in that box at the bottom of my budget right now to be calculated. And I might get below 5,000 this month. I was waiting for the... I know, I'm excited about it. I'm like, yay, yay. I'm kicking, but you can't see. That was dumb. But yeah, I'm pretty dang pumped. It's starting to go fast. Scorched Earth is working. Other way. All right, Melody says, hi. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yes, it's very exciting. Ah! Still kicking. All right. Rachel says, yay, Rory. Letty says, good to hear. I grew up with constant tornado warnings in Texas. Yeah. Yvette says, hi, Rory. Yvette, go to dinner. Eat with your family. You can watch the replay later. Jennifer says, hi, Roro. Robin says, hi, Budget Girl and Rory. Shay asks, what kind of dog did you say Rory was again? Her Brindle is beautiful and similar to my pups. She is a mountain cur. I got her at a humane society in Mississippi, and they thought that she was a Labrador pit mix, and they were really wrong. But she's the sweetest thing ever, and I love her so much, and I cry when she cries at the vet. It's so bad. It's stressful for me. All right, Mary, hi from Philly. Wendy, are you planning on doing a video about weight loss? FYI, you look amazing. Thank you, Wendy. I'm not. It's not a weight loss channel. It's about finances. And also, I've read/seen every financial channel weight loss thing in the books, and the only thing people can recommend is what has worked for them. So I would feel dumb not being an expert and just telling you what's worked. And I've kind of told you. I mean, I do Zumba and I eat low carb, low sugar, and that's what I do. I've tried to increase my exercise, but yeah, I've tried half the plans on the planet, and I'm not going to go around saying this is the answer, because it might not be the answer for you. I've had 1,000 people tell me that and then felt bad about myself when the weight loss plan that they swore by didn't work for me. So yeah, that's not going to be a thing on my channel. But there are thousands and thousands and thousands of weight loss channels out there that you could watch that would probably fill that need for you if you wanted to investigate that. Hi, Christina in Nebraska. Jenny Pants says, all the extra money is going to be awesome. You're in the home stretch now. I am. I can feel it. It's very exciting. I'm like, I feel like I can breathe, and I also feel a little bit like I'm hyperventilating. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, do I need to start like looking up vacations? Which I may have. Sandy Jane says, buying things isn't my struggle. It's catching up with friends, going to coffee, and going out on the weekends. How do you say no to catch-ups without feeling cheap? You can change the catch-ups, and you can do the inviting to catch-ups. Invite them over for coffee. Say, like, hey, do you want to go walking in the park or something instead of going out to eat? You know, hey, let's all, bring a bag lunch or something, which sounds a little lame, but I am all about inviting people to go do something with me that's free. Come over to my house. I'll make baked potatoes. Or, hey, let's go, I'll bring a thermos of coffee. Let's go catch up in the park, and it'll be fun. You definitely don't have to spend money to hang out with your friends. And if they aren't willing to do that, then maybe find some friends that will. And that sounds super harsh, but they may and quite probably could be thinking the same thing of like, I have to spend so much money to hang out with my friends, and I don't have to spend money to hang out with my friends. They're awesome. We go for walks. We go, homemade coffee. I have this lovely cappuccino espresso maker. People come over and drink this, and it's perfectly fine. It doesn't cost anything. So, all right, good luck with that. But yeah, invite people over, or invite yourself over to somebody else's house, or go to the park, go walking. Yvette says you should be out of debt by Halloween or sooner. Hope so. Presley said, can you make a video on what it means to reconcile your bank account? I think I can guess what it is, but I've never actually been told. Okay, reconciling is taking all of your receipts and all of your purchases and making sure that they are logged in your budget. So what I do is I keep all of my receipts in my purse, and then I go through them all. I make sure every purchase I make is logged in the right category in my budget, and then I also check my bank account. So since I use debit for a lot of things, I go through every single transaction that is in my bank statement. And I don't just do this once a month. I go online and I do this at least once a week, and I make sure that every single transaction that's on there is logged in my budget, is correct, and is showing up right in there. So that makes sure that there aren't any random things going through my account, fraudulent activity. It makes sure that I'm not busting my budget since I'm on it constantly, and it makes sure that I'm getting charged the right amount. And so it's kind of like balancing your checkbook, but with your budget. You have to go back and check and make sure that what you think you paid is what you actually paid. So, and I do have a couple videos on that. I know, I just saw laughy faces. My chicken's done. Want to come with me and get it out of the oven? Actually, it may not be done yet. I made lemon pepper chicken for dinner. All right. Amy said, if you look it up on my channel, I'll have some there. Chicken. It looks a little burnt, but I put a lot of lemon sauce on it. Okay. Amy Wise says, hello, I'm thinking of getting myself a college class ring reward when I hit 20K of debt left. It would be from Walmart, of course, because the regular class rings are $500 plus. That's a good idea. Especially if you have like $5,000 to go or something. If you started with $21,000, then maybe don't do a reward for getting $1,000. But I love the idea of you getting something from Walmart instead of class ring company. I gotta tell you, I never wear my high school class ring. I got one, don't wear it. I got a middle school class ring too, but I wore that sucker all through high school. So, Barb Butler says, you are wise beyond your years. Thank you. All right, in 1 second. I need to cut in this chicken, so I'm gonna put you on a tripod. All right. Ta-da! Hands-free. Okie dokie. Lydia hates no spins too. She does. How's a baby? How's a baby? So pretty. Such a sweet boy. All right, Christina says, I love the idea to get yourself a ring. Thank you so much. What a great reminder. I'm putting something together similar for when I hit my first goal. It can be so motivating when you do that. I like working towards the next thing. Now that said, I might not do a reward for 5K because it's been like 2 months. if that long. How long does it pay? I might just power through this last one. But back when it was taking a long time, as in it was taking, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 months for me to pay off $5,000 worth of debt, sometimes that reward was one of the only things that was keeping me going from just like spending like crazy. Ella says, hi, are you going to watch Freedom in a Budget pay off her debt tonight? Absolutely. I'm so happy for Kelly. She actually emailed me about it, and so I knew about it a little ahead of time, but I'm very good at keeping secrets, and so since she's announced that she's doing it, oh, I'm so excited for her, and she's going to have the best wedding now. Her whole situation, she has worked so hard, and she's going to have such a great life now that she's going to be out of debt and starting her marriage that way. I'm excited for her. Hi, Patricia. Jenny Pants says, sweet. Oh, I think I've gotten to the section of the comments where you're all reacting to that it might be under 5K soon. Okay, that was probably really awkward looking. See, Lanny, Rachel, Christine, Elle saying, Jenny Pants says I might be out of debt by July. Maybe. That would be awesome. Lydia says it goes really fast at the end and it's amazing. I know. Okay. Really need to cut this chicken at some point. All right. Diane says, you go, girl. You bet it's still not at her dinner. Let's see. Melody has a question. Would you use the $2,000 you save for your potential storm to put towards your debt when it gets closer to 2,000 owed? Yes, if the storm does not still come. Storm might still come. So that has been an interesting balancing act, because every once in a while, I think my debt could be $2,000 lower right now. What am I doing with that money set aside? But there's a very good chance that the storm might come, which is exciting. It's an exciting thing. I think I told you guys that. So it's going to stay in savings for right now. But yeah, if I've got like $2,000 left in debt, I'm going to go ahead, use the storm fund, pay off the debt, count it 0, and next paycheck I'll remake the storm fund. So, all right. Tina says, I look forward to your posts every morning on YouTube. You've inspired me and my husband to started January 1st, and we're doing so great. Yay! I also watch Lydia also. Love her. Love her too. I know, she's amazing. Amazing. And she's like watching my live chat and putting up blog posts and putting up all sorts of like excellent content when she popped out a kid like a week ago. The woman is Superwoman. The woman is like Superwoman plus Superman plus Wonder Woman all rolled up into a bundle of freaking awesome. All right. Says, when are you going to write a book on budgeting? It would be the best, and I would buy it for my grandchildren. Maybe when I'm out of debt. I feel like writing a book right now while I'm in debt about how to get out of debt might be a little, I don't know, tongue-in-cheek. So, yeah, it's not out of the cards, but I still can't imagine people actually buying a book that I wrote, or me actually sitting down and writing a book. Yeah, so. All right, Naomi, I think I'm pronouncing that right, says hi from Quebec, Canada. Cool. And someone else says hi from Ontario. Uh-oh, I overscrolled. All right, Patricia in New Hampshire. Hi, Nurka. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hi, Corey. Jamie's here from Jamie's Simple Life. Yay! I watched your video earlier, by the way, about those sugar cookies. They did look like some sort of weird scallop mashed potato. I don't know what you did, girl. I'm just joking. I know it was the recipe. I've had some pretty bad Pinterest fails, too. That was bad, though. But, unlike you, I would not try those, like, again. That's crazy. I really need to cut this chicken to see if it's done yet. All right, let's see. Jenny Pants says, Amy Wise, check out the pawn shops for great quality for less cash. You mean like for a ring? Well, she might want a personalized one, or we could be talking about a different question that I forgot. Chicken's done, though. Awesome. Ow. Okay. Let's go back to the living room. All right, Addie says, hi, Budget Girl. More love for Lydia. She's so cool. All right, let's see. Debbie says, you don't know it, but you're my breakfast companion every morning. I can just take this out of here now. I love Sorry, I'm having like... Okay, that was the most awkward discarding of a tripod ever. I even scared the dog. Come here, bro. Come here. Come here. You want to come? Yeah. You want to answer questions with me? Yeah. Okay. Yes. And we're done with that now, apparently. Diane says, I just finished FPU. Yay. Yes, that's so exciting. Oh, right. A little distracted. Debbie said I'm her breakfast companion every morning, and I love that. I've heard that from a bunch of y'all, that you've kind of made my videos part of your weekday routine, which is so exciting. I love that. I mean, I have a few, that's what I do in the morning too when I'm getting ready, is I watch my favorite YouTubers, and so that's so cool that y'all see me first thing in the morning, and hopefully I'm not doing anything too weird. Though I did get a comment from someone, I think it was this morning or yesterday morning, saying they can't watch my mail hauls without while drinking coffee because they'll like get coffee on their shirts and they'll end up laughing. And I don't know what I did that was so funny in my mail haul, but I do believe that people were laughing at me. Free the legs! Anyone remember that? No. Flashback. I'm thinking of putting that on a shirt. I would be the only one that would purchase that though. Okay. And that is why I post at midnight too, so that people can watch me first thing in the morning. I used to have it go up at like 6 a.m. and I'm willing to change that if anyone's being like, if someone can give me a good reason, but I don't know. I just started posting at midnight at some point, and then people started saying that they liked it because they could see me first thing in the morning. So, are y'all doing for the free the legs comment? That's funny. All right, at 5,000, you'll have to do some of your high kicks for us. I can probably do that. And heck, I might do a cartwheel once I'm debt free. I don't know if I can still do that. I might still be able to do a cartwheel. I will do high kicks up and down the street, and I just agreed to get myself into something weird. But that's happened before, and it'll happen again. All right. Lanny says she'd definitely buy a book if I wrote one. Aw, thanks. Jamie says, haha, the recipe was so bad, but I have so much hope for them. Lol. LOL. I'm losing my mind slowly, apparently. But, yeah, no, I would not try again. Once a recipe has failed me, once an article of clothing has failed me, once a physical object or something like that has failed me, I want nothing to do with it ever again. Every Pinterest fail I've ever had, I have, like, gotten disgusted, thrown it away, wrote all over Pinterest, this is the worst thing ever. I have reactions to things, especially when they cause me to waste food. Yeah. All right. Peyton says, can you recommend a few really good books that I should read in the near future? I usually go for fiction. Okay, for a second I thought you were going to say finance books, because I've got a whole shelf of those. Let's see. I just finished reading the Mither Mages series by Orson Scott Card. Love Orson Scott Card. This is a fairly new series from him, and it's so good. I've been listening to the audiobooks on my morning walks, and I love that. Let's see what I've been reading. Oh, actually, I keep my list of like books I've read recently on my phone. Okay. Let's hang out in bed. That sounded really weird. Just gonna keep getting weirder, folk. Alrighty. Let's see. Ooh, I recently read a free book called The Institute by Kayla Howard. It's sci-fi. Got the Kindle here. It was for free on Amazon. It's really good. Let's see. I recently read The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Very good. I tried Heartless by Marissa Meyer because I love Marissa Meyer, but I couldn't finish it. I didn't like it. One of my columnists that works for me at the paper recently wrote a book of his columns. He does a religious column, and so he wrote a devotional book, and it's called An Archie's Faith by Richard Lowry, and it's available on Kindle and on Amazon, and you should definitely check that out because he's an amazing writer. And yeah, that's some of what I've been reading. Let's just hang out in bed. Still weird. Okay. All right. Katrina says, hi from Ontario. You've helped me start a budget and get out of student loans. I've paid off almost $3,000. Yay! Good for you. That's exciting. I mean, because then you get to start looking back and be like, I used to have $33,000 worth of debt. At least that's what I think about all the time, is I used to have $33,000 worth of debt. And if y'all saw my Instagram post earlier today, there is a house up the street from me that is for sale. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, big lot, cute house, for sale for $29,000. Now, I could have bought a house, granted in Mena, Arkansas, but I could have bought a house with the amount of money I paid for my degree. Okay. Madison says, you're so inspiring. I love your frugal wins and fails every week. Yes, those are fun. And I will warn you, next week's is a doozy. I had a giant fail, and I'm still mad about myself for it. So check it out and try not to hate me. All right. Jenny McClung says, I watch you in the morning too. Yay. And free the legs. Patricia says, I love her frugal wins and fails too. Mariah, hi from Hawaii. Yay. And Bethany's coming in from Iowa City. Freckle Finance is here. Yay. That's okay. You joined late. I'm still hanging out. It's like 6:30 and I was only going to do it for half an hour, but I can't be trusted to keep my word on that. We're having fun, right? Hearts if we're having fun. Pretty please. Pretty please. Is it this way or this way? From my perspective, it's this way, but I'm probably been doing it the wrong way the whole time. Like a lot of YouTubers point to the wrong edge for cards. I just don't use cards. So there's that. I don't do any of the fancy YouTube things. I might have to once I'm out of debt. I might have to actually like upgrade this a little bit so it's not quite so budgety anymore, or so budgeted. Like, who wants me to start using a real camera instead of my iPhone? All of us. All of us. All right. Janie Pants, have you ever read Your Money or Your Life? Who is that by? Is that by Gail Vaz Oxlade? If so, yes. And I enjoyed it. If it's by someone else, apology. Is it by Susie Orman? I think so. That sounds familiar to a book I've read. Peyton says, I read the book Delirium last week and it's great. I usually don't jump on the young adult book bandwagon, but I'm glad I did this time. I'm not ashamed at all to say I like young adult books. Love them. But I read so many genres. I read everything but like Western and romance. Not interested in those. No judgment on anyone who is, but like I will read a biography. I love nonfiction. I love self-help. I love young adult. I love fiction, sci-fi. Just, yeah, I'll read pretty much anything I can get my hands on as long as it's not a Western or a romance. All right. Naomi says, what would you suggest to someone wanting to add spirituality to their money but aren't religious? Are you talking about like having tithing or giving to charitable causes or religious organizations? You might have to clarify that for me a little bit. I don't think I completely understand. All right, Letty says, have you read the Tightwad Gazette and what did you think? I couldn't remember if you've done a video on it. I haven't caught up on all your past videos. That is understandable. There are like 400 videos on my channel. I'm not even exaggerating. I've been doing this for 3 years next month. I know. It's weird. 3 years. Wow. All right. Freckle says, so glad you extended. I was on the phone with my dad. Yeah. I can't keep things. I'll just keep going until my phone dies or until it's time to go watch Freedom on a Budget do a live stream. All right, Addie says, I'm watching on my new iPad Pro, a treat to myself for paying off a $14,000 credit card debt. That sounds like a great reward. Oh, good job, Addie. That's exciting. And yeah, that's definitely commiserate to what you did, and you'll never have to pay that 14 grand back. Just as long as you don't tell me you put the iPad on a credit card, which I don't think you did. I'm just joking. All right, Patricia says, I tend to like the smaller homegrown channels. Well, thank you, because I've stuck real by that whole, like, low budget, still kind of working on it thing. I have started sitting in front of windows for better lighting, though, except now I'm just kind of hanging out on my bed. All right. Letty says, by Vicki Robbins. Okay, then no, I haven't read that. Maria says, I'm in the process of paying... Oh, I just saw a pop-up. No, I paid cash. Good for you. I knew you did. All right. Maria says, I'm in the process of paying $50,000 of debt. Thanks for the inspo. You can do it, Mariah. I believe in you. It probably seems daunting, but if I can get out of my mess, you can get out of yours. It's worth it. All right. Let's see. Jamie says 3 years. I can't believe it's been that long. I know! I don't know why, but I tend to think that my YouTube anniversary is in August, and it's not. It's in April. And so every time April comes around, I'm like, what? I've been on YouTube another year? I thought I had a few months left. I'm probably not going to do another one of those year in review videos, though, because it takes several years off of my life, and it's not worth it. I just can't edit together all those clips. It's been 3 years. There are too many clips to have. You just have to come hang out and watch new videos. All right, that's it. All right, I'm all caught up on questions. Yay! Anybody got any more? We can probably do a couple more minutes on here. Maybe I can call Rory and we can just look at the cute fuzziness. Roro, what's your puppy doing? What's your puppy doing? Your baby? Oh. She's probably not going to let me show you, but she's so funny. Come here. She's getting old now. Well, she's 5. And she's got this, like, one randomly long hair here that just gives me so many giggles. Where'd it go? Anyway, she's got, like, one long white hair growing out of her neck, and I keep telling her she's turning into an old lady because all the rest of her hair is short. And she's got, like, one long hair. Also, she weighed in at 50 pounds today at the vet, and so now I get to tell her she got fat, because it's not trolling if it's your dog, because it's just not. All right, let's see. Letty says, I think you would like your money or your life. It's about the cost of making and spending. Yeah, probably would. Oh, Payne said your whistling at Rory woke my dog up. He's a border collie named Oakley. Aww. We got to meet some dogs at the vet today, and Rory loves other dogs, so he's great. All right, new question. All right, Wendy says, where is your dream vacation when you are out of debt? I went to the Greek Isles. It was islands, not isles. It was heaven. I've been trying to keep my mind a little bit open, because I'd love to be able to take kind of a really great deal trip. And when you're really locked into a location, you're obviously going to pay for that convenience. So what I will probably end up doing is doing some research as like the time comes up and as the dates come up once I'm debt free and they're available. I'll just start looking at like the great deals. So I'd love to go somewhere that like beachy. I haven't explored any of the world, and so I don't particularly care where I start. Like I might go to New York first, I might go to the Bahamas first, or I might go somewhere else first. I don't know. It's kind of wherever the universe takes me, and I'm thrilled about it. I'm so excited. Yeah, I've never been able to decide on just one vacation, so I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear, and I'm really excited about that. Now, not play it by ear as in I'm gonna decide on a whim to go to Hawaii and buy a $2,000 ticket and, you know, pay out the butt to go. I'm gonna find a good deal and then from there decide on where I'm gonna go on vacation. Speaking of which, Mariah says come to Hawaii and I can be your tour guide. Yay! I'll probably do a meetup wherever I go. Even if it's just like me and one other person hanging out, we'll do something, and then I can deduct it from my taxes. Kidding, not kidding. All right, Madison says, did you have any problems with putting so much money to debt versus savings? I'm only at $5,000 left to owe, but I'm still worried about not having tons in savings. Dave recommends having $1,000 in a baby emergency fund. I have $2,000 because I am alone and there's no one to help me if there was such an emergency, and it could easily be over $1,000. I've come to peace with that. Keeping a little bit in savings in case something bad happens and hoarding money while you still have debt is very different, and you have to do a lot of intelligent, non-emotional thinking about it. So a little bit of money in savings, it helps you calm the stress gland for if something were to happen, you have a little bit of money for it to fix the problem and for you not to have to stress about it. A lot of money in savings versus you also having a lot of debt is not that smart. I'll give you the best example I can think of. Last year, I paid $1,700 in interest on my student loans. I made $35 on my savings. So just the money would be better served going towards your debt and getting out of debt as quickly as possible so that you can then put all of that money you were throwing in debt into your savings and into your life. It's, if you work it out the math wise, I mean, I get 0.9% interest on my savings. I'm being charged 6.8% interest on my debt. I want that debt out of the way. I want my emergency fund to be as small as comfortably possible. Actually, even to the point a little bit where I'm uncomfortable, so I'm motivated more to get out of debt so that I can get rid of that debt. I'm going to have to end this soon because I just got a low battery mark. So a couple more questions. Yeah, get rid of that last $5,000. That's not that much. And then start piling up your savings. Be okay with being uncomfortable for just a little bit so that you can be super comfortable in the future once you're debt free. All right. Peyton says, do you know where Ardmore, Oklahoma is? That's my husband and I's hometown, and it's not too terribly far from you. I have never been to Oklahoma on purpose. So no. I've gotten lost in Oklahoma, but I've never been there on purpose. The closest, like, Oklahoma City is like 3 hours away, so I've never really, like, gone over there. And it's all just, I hate driving in Arkansas and in this area because it's all just windy mountains and trees and bears, and I just know eventually bad things are gonna happen to me in the Arkansas mountains. All right. Freckle says travel to Canada in the summer. It's pretty cool. If I were to go to Canada, it would definitely be in the summer because Joel's winters are terrifying. I've seen your videos there. Terrifying. All right. Peyton says come to Seattle. Diana says, hi, BG, love you. Love you too. Rachel Shan says, Skyscanner is a good tool as long as you go incognito. I watch a YouTuber that recommends Psycho Traveler. That's it. Or something Traveler. And she recommends Skyscanner too. I have to admit, I was on there the other day and just kind of looking at deals for like the fall. And it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I'm not booking anything. Not booking anything until I'm debt free, okay? All right. Mariah says, Freckle, where are you in Canada? She's from Winnipeg. I'm from Winnipeg originally. Freckle is no longer in Canada. She moved to California. And then she replied to that. So I don't even need to be involved in this conversation. Lisa says, just got this now. Hi, BG. Rachel says, we're looking for flights. Yeah. All right. Sandy says, I have a $2,000 emergency fund too. For the same reason, it saves me from stressing. Yeah. You want to be a little uncomfortable, but you don't want to be panicked all the time about any emergency that might happen. Yeah, because shaking the phone's a good idea. Me. All right. Wendy says, hello from Satellite Beach, Florida. Yay. Addie says, you're very inspirational. Thank you for making your videos. I wish you still lived in Hammond. I'm in Covington. Yeah, I visited Covington a few times. Yeah, if my channel didn't... Yeah, it's been a minute. I started doing YouTube a lot more when I moved to Mena because I didn't have anything else to do. But don't worry, I'm addicted to it now. So if I move again, I probably won't stop. Or I definitely won't stop. I'm hanging out. Y'all aren't getting rid of me. Well, you could. You'd just unsubscribe, and then I'd be gone from your lives forever. But that would be sad. It'd just be tragic. Don't do that. It makes Rory sad, see? Sad dog. And a partial shot of my bathroom. So there you go. All right. Hello, Janie. Hello, Ilana. Hi from the Chi. I don't know where that is, but it sounds nice. All right. Cindy says, once you plan your trip, can you give us tips on vacation on a budget? I plan on definitely sharing that part of my life. I think my channel is going to get real exciting once I'm debt free and I'm able to do stuff because I'm certainly going to do it in like a super fun budget way. It's going to be awesome. And I'm totally going to share that. All right. Now, a lot of it's going to be like beginnery stuff, but I'll get there. Cindy says, hi, Sarah. You made the S. Oh, I love the S. All of my coworkers love the S. Cindy made me a wooden S with like paper decorations on it. And they're like butterflies and they're beautiful. And it's hanging in my office on my bulletin board. And my coworkers really like it. Thank you again, Cindy. All right. Last couple questions. Lisa says, we boosted our emergency fund too as everything seemed to go wrong at once. Yeah, that happens. Lana says, short for Chicago. And Jamie's here. I thought you were napping, 3. Jamie, did you finish your paperwork? Anyway, I should probably get going because we all need to have a quick cup of coffee. Mine is cold now, and go watch Freedom in a Budget's live stream paying off her debt. I'm so excited for her. If you are not following her yet, Freedom in a Budget on YouTube, go check her out. She's about to be debt free. She's about to get married. Her life's about to get even more interesting. She's so sweet. And I'm going to go watch that. Tiffany's joining late. She says hi. And hi, Angie from the Bluegrass State. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Angie. All right. I got to go. If any of you guys are just joining, you can catch the live stream. It'll be on Facebook forever, and I'll probably upload it to YouTube maybe next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I had fun, and we'll try to do this again, not next weekend, but the weekend after. And so keep an update, think of your questions. I'll post another thing saying when I'm going up, and if you have suggestions on at what time should I go live, I am totally taking those, because at this point it's just kind of like, when will I be home from work and not asleep? So, all right, Lisa says bye, BG. Bye, everyone. Bye, Madison. Have a good night. I will see you later. Bye from Rory. We're going to eat chicken. We're going to eat the chicken. You don't get any. Okay, maybe a little. Don't look at me like that.